Have you ever felt the frustration of knowing something was missing, like there was a side of women you could never fully understand, no matter how much you gave? You felt the connection, you saw the attraction, but deep down you knew there was something hidden, something unspoken, shaping her every choice. Most men live their entire lives blind to it. They think they're doing everything right, yet they're quietly shut out from the one desire women never talk about. And because of that, they fail tests they never knew existed. But here's the truth. There is a forbidden fantasy women carry, a secret they'll never admit out loud, but it defines who they give their loyalty and desire to. By the end of this video, you'll finally see it clearly. And once you do, nothing in your relationships will look the same again. Psychologists have long noted that what people say they want is rarely what drives their deepest desires. Women are no exception. On the surface, they'll talk about stability, kindness, or shared interests. But beneath it lies something they almost never reveal, a craving for a man who can remain unshaken when the world tests him. You've probably seen this play out. She says she wants the nice guy, the one who does everything for her. And yet when tension rises, her attention shifts toward the man who doesn't bend, the one who doesn't panic when she grows cold, the one who doesn't beg when she pulls away. This is the forbidden fantasy, the longing for a man whose strength she cannot control. She won't admit it. She may even deny it, but her behavior always reveals it. And the men who ignore this truth are the ones left behind, wondering why their effort was never enough. If you've enjoyed it up to this point, I'd be really glad if you subscribe before I go deeper. Your support helps me keep bringing you these hidden truths. Now imagine this. A woman tells her friends she wants a man who listens, who's always there, who never lets her down. And then she meets him. The man who replies instantly, who agrees with everything she says, who rearranges his whole life just to keep her happy. For a while it feels good. But soon, the spark fades. She grows restless. She pulls back. Now picture another man. He listens, but he doesn't bend. He cares, but he doesn't cling. When she tests him with silence, he doesn't panic. When she challenges him, he doesn't lose his calm. And slowly, something shifts in her. She finds herself drawn in, thinking about him, craving his presence. That's the forbidden fantasy at work. It's not about the man who gives the most. It's about the man who stays unshaken when tested. She may never admit it out loud, but her actions will always reveal it. If you've ever noticed women chasing the man who stays calm instead of the one who gives everything, right, I've seen it in the comments. The Stoics taught that true power is not in controlling others, but in mastering yourself. And this is exactly why the forbidden fantasy runs so deep. Women don't crave the man who gives her the world. They crave the man who doesn't lose himself while giving. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That is the essence of male presence. When chaos rises, when emotions pull, when tests appear, you stay steady. You respond, but you do not break. Picture this. She throws anger your way. Most men argue, shout, or collapse into silence. The Stoic man lowers his voice, stays calm, and refuses to let the storm control him. In that moment, she feels something rare: safety, respect, and desire. That's the trigger she never talks about, the fantasy of being with a man who cannot be shaken. Now, if this truth is hitting you hard, give this video a like. It shows me you want more of the wisdom most men never hear. Most men think women dream about luxury or constant attention, but here's what they don't see. The real fantasy shows up in small, subtle moments. Watch what happens when tension rises. She doesn't crave a man who argues faster or explains louder. She craves the one who slows down, who makes her feel time itself has no power over him. That calm under pressure, that's the hidden trigger. Or notice how she reacts when plans change unexpectedly. Most men scramble, apologize endlessly, or get frustrated. The rare man shrugs, adapts, and moves forward with steady direction. To her, that's not just attractive, it's intoxicating. The forbidden fantasy isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about her realizing that no matter what happens, this man will not collapse. And once she feels that, she can't stop thinking about him. And here's where most men get it wrong. Yes, women enjoy luxury. They like the dinners, the trips, the sparkle of a beautiful life. But without a man's self-mastery, all of it collapses. The shine of wealth means nothing if the man behind it crumbles under pressure. You've seen it play out. A celebrity with millions in the bank, houses, cars, and fame, yet his relationships fall apart in public. It wasn't the money that failed him. It wasn't the gifts. It was the absence of control, the loss of presence. The moment his emotions ruled him, respect vanished. Now compare that with the man who has less, but carries himself with absolute calm. No mansion, no luxury car, but his presence alone creates safety, gravity, desire. In the end, she chooses the man, not the lifestyle. And the man who cannot be shaken is the one who fulfills the fantasy she'll never admit out loud. So how do you live this truth? First, control yourself before you try to control anything else. A man who can't master his emotions will always lose respect, no matter what he gives. When tension rises, breathe slower, speak less, let silence work for you. Strength isn't shown in loudness, it's shown in composure. Second, lead without hesitation. Women don't want to carry the weight of direction. Make the decision. Set the plan. If she wants to adjust, let her, but never hand over your role. Leadership, even in small things, fuels the fantasy she won't talk about. Third, live with purpose beyond her. When she sees that you are pulled forward by a mission bigger than the relationship, she feels the gravity of a man who can't be contained. That's what keeps her curious, invested, and drawn in. The forbidden fantasy is not about luxury, or words, or promises. It's about being the man who stands steady when everyone else bends. The forbidden fantasy isn't about wealth, gifts, or grand gestures. It's about presence, strength, and a man who refuses to lose himself. That's what women crave in silence, even if they'll never put it into words. So let me ask you this. What do you believe matters more for lasting desire? The lifestyle you create, or the strength you carry inside? Drop your answer in the comments, because your perspective might change how another man sees everything. If this opened your eyes, give the video a like and subscribe. It helps me bring more of these truths to men who need them. And don't stop here. The next video will reveal another hidden layer of female psychology that most men never hear.